So this week we're looking at polynomials, but within area and volume problems. So this is going to be a little bit different from my period 5 kids who are watching. Sorry, I had to change the printout, change my mind as we went through. So the first thing we want to go through is the formulas that we plan to use from area and volume. So rectangles, triangles, trapezoids, circles, and rectangular prisms. So most of these are two-dimensional shapes, except for the very last one, it's a three-dimensional shape. So area of a rectangle, you might know it as length times width or base times height, either is the same. Triangles, base times height divided by 2. Trapezoids, much more involved. Oh, dang. Didn't know I was going to erase all the way back to there. I just wanted to use a different color. Area is base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Circles, pi r squared. And then rectangular prisms bring us volume, length times width times height. All right, so start off, let's look at a trapezoid. Remember, base 1, base 2 are the top and bottom, or the parallel sides. Let's say this is 2x plus 1, and this one down here is 4x plus 3. And then we have a height of x plus 4. So to find the area of a trapezoid, if it didn't have our binomials, we take base 1, we add base 2, we multiply by the height, and we divide the result by 2. Nothing changes about this. We're just going to use our binomial terms. So we're going to take the 2x plus 1, that's base 1. We're going to add it with 4x plus 3, that's base 2. Then the result of that addition is going to multiply our x plus 4. I'm using different style parentheses so we can see the ordering a little bit better. And at the end, we're going to divide by 2. So I'm going to add. Because this is just addition, the 2x and the 4x combine to give us 6x. 1 plus 3 gives us 4. That result is going to multiply our x plus 4, our height. So 6x times x gives us 6x squared. 6x times 4 gives us 24x. 4 times x gives us 4x. And 4 times 4 gives us 16. Add our like terms together in the middle. I'm going to do that right here. I'm just going to erase this and write it in. And we get 28x. All of this still has to be divided by 2. And every single piece of the polynomial gets divided. So the 6 is divided by 2. The 28 is divided by 2. The 16 is divided by 2. Everything's cut in half to give us our final area of 3x squared plus 14x plus 8. Moving on to a circle. All we need to know to find the area of a circle is the radius. The radius in this case is going to be 2x plus 3. So we plug it into our formula, pi radius squared, and we have 2x plus 3 quantity squared. Remembering from last week that when we have a binomial squared, that means we're going to take that binomial and we're going to multiply it by itself as many times as there is powers. So it's 2, we write it twice. If it was 4, we write it 4 times. If this was a 12, we'd write this 12 times and we multiply all 12. That would take a very, very long time, but we could do it if needed. We're going to use FOIL or our box to multiply it out. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 3 gives us 6x. 3 times 2x gives us 6x. 3 times 3 gives us 9. So now we have the area 4x squared plus 12x plus 9, and now we have to multiply by pi. Pi distributes just like any other number, but the best part is we don't actually have to multiply by any decimal. We're just going to leave pi in its symbol form, like this. So he's going to multiply all three terms, so 4 pi x squared, 12 pi x, plus 9 pi. And there's our answer. Maybe we have an L-shaped problem like this, and I've got 4x plus 5 up here, and we have x plus 2, and down here is x plus 3, and then on this edge right here, I don't have enough room, so I'm going to write it on the inside. I've got 3x plus 4. If I want to find the total area, I'm going to have to divide this shape up. So my options are to cut it into two rectangles, rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. I could cut it along this green line, and then I have rectangle 1 up here, rectangle 2 is this longer one down here. But the green is a little bit worse than the red, just because this rectangle right here, I only have one known dimension. I don't know what this side is right now. I could do some math to figure it out, but since my other two rectangles already have their dimensions, I'm good to go. So I take rectangle 1, that's 4x plus 5, the length, times the width, 3x plus 4. I have rectangle 2, x plus 2, x plus 3. Multiply these, so I get 12x squared plus, let's do this in one big, so that's 16x, that's 15x, so that's 31x total. 5 times 4 gives us 20. Do the same thing for rectangle number 2. I get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Then to find the total area, I'm going to add what I have written in here in green together. So 12x squared plus x squared gives us 13x squared. 31 plus 5 gives us 36x. 20 plus 6 gives us 26. And there's our total area. Rectangular prism, let's say we've got 3x minus 1, x plus 2, and then 3x minus 2. To find the volume, we're going to take 3x minus 1. We're going to multiply the x plus 2. We're then going to multiply the 3x minus 2. There is no quick way of doing this. You can't try to multiply all three binomials at the same time. You have to multiply the first two, then the next one, or any combination that you want. It doesn't really matter when everything's being multiplied, but the fact is you can't multiply all three in one go. So I'll just multiply the first two. I get 3x squared. So 3x times 2 is 6. Minus 1x gives us 5x in the middle. Negative 1 times 2 gives us negative 2. We're then going to take this trinomial and multiply this binomial. We'll use our box. 3x and 3x squared gives us 9x cubed. 3 negative 2 is negative 6x squared. 15x squared, negative 10x, negative 6x, and positive 4 when everything gets multiplied. Combine our like terms. So the volume of this rectangular prism is 9x cubed plus 9x squared minus 16x plus 4. And then the last problem we're going to look at is this one. Say 5x minus 2, 2x plus 3, and on the inside we've got 3x minus 1 and just x, let's say. We're going to have to find the area of the big rectangle and then subtract out the area of the small rectangle. So if I take the rectangle that's big, that's 5x minus 2, 2x plus 3. We're then going to subtract x times 3x minus 1. So big rectangle. So actually I should just change this entirely since I wrote it out in 1. Total area is the large rectangle minus area of the small rectangle. So I get 10x squared. So that's 15, that's negative 4, so we get positive 11x minus 6. Then we distribute, we get 3x squared minus x. Before I subtract, I want to distribute this negative symbol. So I get a plus, that's a minus, this is a plus, so everyone switches signs. 10x squared minus 3x squared, 7x squared. 11 plus x gives us positive 12x, and then the minus 6 goes along for the ride. There's the area of the shaded region.